Grade 6, how are you, Miss? Today we will continue with algebraic expressions in lesson 4 from module 5, which is talking about evaluate algebraic expressions. Since we have finished actually define and form and find or write algebraic expression, and we say that algebraic expressions have variables, and the variables are most of the times actually letters, okay, like common letters like X, for example, or Y. Now we can evaluate, so it means find the value of the algebraic expression. So at the end of this lesson, students will be able to evaluate algebraic expression. Now, what does it mean, evaluate? Evaluate, it means find the value. I can find the value if I know, okay, and it's mentioned in the question the value of the variable that's in the algebraic expression. Now you can't guess the variable value. You can't say that x is equal to 5. No, you have to be known from the question itself that the value of each variable, what is it? So when you find the value of each variable, you can replace the variable by its value and then do the operations and then evaluate it. It means find the value of the algebraic expression. Now, as they said here now, the variable, if it has been replaced, it means substituted by a number. Now, you can evaluate or find the value of the algebraic expression. For example, when I say evaluate the expression for x plus 2, you can't find it, you can't find the value if I don't tell you what does x equal to. Now, when you know that x, for example, is equal to 5, as it must be mentioned in the question itself, you can just replace x by 5. And as you can notice here, the operation between 5 and 4 is multiplication. Since there is no operation, you can see it. And as we said before, if there is no operation, this means that it's multiplication. So you will multiply 4 times 5, which is equal to 20 plus 2, it will be equal to 22. We can't say it's 45. One of the common mistakes that students, when they start dealing or evaluate algebraic expression, they actually do these problems that they say it's 45. It's not 45. No, we evaluate by actually do the operation that's mentioned in the question. Here, it's multiplication between 4 and 5, so you will multiply 4 times 5. Now, as you can see here, I replace first x by 5 or with 5, then I multiply. After I multiply, according to PEMDAS rules, I then add 2, so it's 22. Now, can you evaluate the expression 2x plus 5y if you know that x is equal to 3? No, of course you can't, miss, because there is a variable here and the value of this variable is still missing. So you should know, you need to know the value of each variable, in any expression, any algebraic expression you are given to evaluate it. Sometimes evaluating needs from you only one step to do it. For example, here, evaluate the expression 6b. It means 6 is multiplying by b if you know that b is equal to half. Now, when you put instead or replace b by half, as you can see here, when you replace it, you can notice that 6 is multiplying actually by b, or 6 is divided by 2. So it will be, the answer will be 3. Now evaluate one step expression. What does it mean to evaluate an expression? As we said, evaluate it. It means that you should find the value of the expression. When you replace the value by the variable by its value. When you replace the variable by its value. So here, as we said before, when you divide 6 by 2, since actually 6 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator, so the answer will be 3. Now, why is the value of the expression not equal to 6.5? As we said before, now when there is no operation seen, it means this is multiplication, so you have to multiply them by each other, not just put it and read the number as it. No, there is an operation, and you have to do the operation. Now evaluate x over 6 when x is equal to 33. This means that you will replace x by 6, as we said, and then divide it by x by 33, and then divide it by 6. It will be 11 over 2, because when you find a common factor, which is actually 3, 33 divided by 3, it's 11, and 6 divided by 3, it's 2. Or you can't do the long division and find it. Now, what about if I have actually x plus y, and I want you to find or evaluate it? If you know that x is equal to 3 over 4 and y is equal to 2 over 3. So what's the operation here? It's addition. I will add 3 over 4 and 2 over 3. You can find the same denominator, LCD. After you find the same denominator, you can just add them. You know how to find same denominator. I will ask myself, what's the least common multiple of 3 and 4? It will be 12. Then what's the number I multiply 3 by it 2, or 4 by it 2 gives me 12. It will be 3, so I will multiply the numerator by it. 3 by 4, it's 3 by 3, it's equal to 9, and 2 by 4, it's equal to 8. Then we can add them together. Now, evaluate a plus b when a is equal and b is equal. I want you actually to think about it, and we will solve it in the class, inshallah, together. Notice that when I have a mixed number, I have to actually convert it into a fraction, even if it's improper fraction. Then after that, I will look for least common multiple for the denominators. When I find it, when I find it and I make denominator the same, I can add them together. Now, evaluate multi-step algebraic expressions. When I say multi-step, it means I have more than one step, and to evaluate correctly, I have to follow PEMDAS rules, which is actually starting by parentheses, then go to the exponent if there is an exponent, then go to multiplication and division, after that subtraction and addition. Now here you can notice that first of all I have to replace, to substitute. Instead of x, I will put 4. Instead of y, I will put half, and instead of z, I will put 3. When you replace them, after that, you can start doing the operations, but don't be so as not to be confused. You have to first replace all of the variables x, y, and z. Then after that, you can do the operations following PEMDAS. We will solve together in the class and step by step, and I will be sure, inshallah, that you will solve, check, for example, 3, and continue with us. This is the whole lesson about, I want you to understand that the meaning of evaluate is finding the value of the algebraic expression, and I can't find the value of the algebraic expression unless the question gives me the value of the variables and replace them, and then do the operations, and then finally evaluate.